going, everyone, and welcome back. I have a lot of friends and family members that love to go out to eat at the Italian restaurant, and every time that they see me, they ask me if I could recreate for them a dish that they love to order once they're there eating out on a Saturday night, on a Sunday night, whatever it may be. This is a dish called fettuccine Alfredo. Most of you might be familiar with this dish. It is a pasta dish with a creamy cheese sauce, and this dish originated in the city of Rome, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Originated in the city of Rome and was originally just made, and they still make it today, with this same ingredients, just butter and Parmesan cheese. I like the Americanized version a little better, which contains heavy cream, a few other ingredients. Why do I like it better? Because it has a lot more flavor, at least according to me, and according to a lot of other people that told me that they love the Americanized version better for some reason. So today what I'm going to do for you is recreate this dish, a very simple recipe that you can follow and make this in the house. Don't worry about going out to the Italian restaurant no more and spending a bunch of money for this. After you follow this recipe, you'll be able to recreate yourself a pasta sauce, a pasta Alfredo sauce that you will love. Don't worry about using fettuccine either. I'm going to be using a penne pasta right here. The penne pasta, I prefer it to fettuccine with this sauce. Why? Because it is a hollow type of pasta. That little cylinder of pasta with that hole in it will allow this sauce to infiltrate the pasta, and each bite that you take out of it, you're gonna get a lot of that pasta sauce in your mouth. It's gonna be wonderful, I tell you. So let's move over here. Let me show you the ingredients. Alright, so over here we have 3 garlic cloves that I just minced up, 1 tablespoon of diced shallot, 1 tablespoon of minced up parsley, and right here I have 3 cheeses. I'm going to make a 3 cheese Alfredo sauce right here. That's going to be a lot more creamier, a lot more cheesier, and a lot more packed with flavor. So, right here I have half a cup of mozzarella cheese shredded, a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, a half a cup of Romano cheese, or originally how it's called, pecorino cheese. However, if you see it in the store and you see pecorino Romano, that's it right here. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 4 ounces of penne pasta, 1 cup of heavy cream, salt and pepper to taste, and some extra virgin olive oil. So, let's start cooking this up. Alright, so first thing I want to do before starting to cook is wash my hands. Never underestimate the importance of washing your hands in the kitchen. Always use clean hands to touch any ingredient that you're cooking with to avoid cross-contamination or any of the little bad things that can happen to you in the kitchen. So, let me do that. Alright, we're ready. Let's move on to the stove. Alright, so to cook up our sauce, that's what we're going to start off with. I got this pan over here warming up on medium-high heat. I want to grab these 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter and just put them in this pan and wait for them to melt down and warm up. Alright, so my butter is melted down and it's nice and hot now. What I want to do, I want to grab this shallot, just pour it in here together with this garlic. Alright, what we want to do now, we just want to let this garlic and this shallot sweat down. Just give it a few minutes until your shallot and your garlic becomes all nice and translucent and releases all of that flavor into this butter. Alright, so my garlic and my shallot is sweated down right here. You can tell when it happens because they're both going to become nice and translucent and reduce slightly in volume. Once we're done with this, what we want to do, we just want to pour in here our heavy cream. Just mix it well. And we're just going to bring this up to the boil and drop it to a simmer. You do not want to leave heavy cream boiling too long. It's going to overboil on you and the foam is going to come out and end up all over your stove and create a mess. So, let me just wait for that to happen and I'll show you how to avoid the problem that I just described to you. Alright, so I left this boiling just for demonstration purposes to show you what will happen if you leave it boiling too long. Basically, as you can see, everything is foaming up. If I let this go for a little bit too longer, everything is going to pour out of my pan and end up on the stove. So you just want to reduce this to a simmer. Every time you're cooking with heavy cream, make sure not to overboil it. Alright, so we're ready to cook up our pasta right here. What I want to do, I have this pot of boiling water. I want to add some salt in here. Salt is up to your preference. However, I like to add enough salt to get this water almost as salty as seawater. That's the secret to cooking up a good Italian pasta. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add like a good tablespoon of this salt in here. Plus, added to that, I'm just going to drop in here about, I would say, a teaspoon or two of extra virgin olive oil. The olive oil is going to help lubricate the pasta so it doesn't stick together while you're cooking. Let's just grab our penne right here and just drop them in here. Alright, I want to let these go about 8 to 9 minutes, and then I'm going to come check them. Cook them up to the instructions on your package depending on how you like your pasta. I like mine al dente, which means slightly resistant in the middle when you bite on them, but soft on the outside. So I'm going to come check on it 8 to 9 minutes to see if they're up to my preference. Till then, we'll come back. Alright, so my pasta is cooked. What we want to do now is just strain it out. So I'm just going to grab a strainer right here. Grab the pot that I used to cook my pasta in and just pour it into the strainer. There's no need for you to shock your pasta into cold water. I know a lot of people, they might think that you want to run it under cold water to stop the cooking process, but that's only in the case that you're making, for example, a pasta salad. Or you're making a pasta with a hot sauce like you're making with this one. You do not want to run it under cold water. So all we want to do, we want to just grab this strained pasta, put it back into the pot that we used to cook it with. We're going to add the final touches to our sauce, and then we're going to show you what to do with it. Alright, so we had this sauce simmering over here, and the time that it took to cook up our pasta. What we want to do, as you can see, first of all, it reduced and thickened up. This heavy cream reduced and thickened up. What we want to do now is just add our cheese in here. So we're going to start with our Parmesan cheese. Just pour it in here, together with our Pecorino Romano cheese and with our mozzarella cheese. 3 cheeses is going to give you a nice cheesy sauce, and these 3 cheeses are going to add, each one of them, a contrasting flavor that you're going to love. So we're just going to let this melt down and thicken up. There we go, almost finished. Last little touch we want to add here, we're going to add in here our parsley. Okay, so I stirred in my parsley. What I want to do next, I just want to grab this pot that I used to cook up my pasta in and just pour in all this beautiful Alfredo cheese sauce. Alright. Let's just mix up this pasta real well. Alright. So I guess from here you got it. What I want to do now, I'm just going to plate this up and I'm going to show you the finished product. Alright, so we finished up and everything, and here we go. Our penne with Alfredo sauce, a delicious cheese sauce with that heavy cream and everything, and those 3 cheeses. I guarantee this will be a dish that you will love. Make it in large batches because your family will love it as well. So, try this out. Till next time, we'll see you.